Justin's up. Let's kick it off with Fernando.
Hey, Justin, can you just talk about your emotions right now and just coming off of this loss and just how you're feeling?
Definitely a tough loss. To be so close in these past 4 games, it hurts a lot. But I know that we're going to go back, and we're going to turn it around. Things are going to change, and we just got to keep attacking and know that the wins are going to come.
Can you talk about you guys? I mean, obviously you guys had a rhythm in the first half, and then Keenan goes down with the injury. Just kind of how you guys were able to battle back and obviously stay in the game and have a chance to almost win the game at the end.
Yep, the third quarter was big. We needed to put up more points than we did, and kind of like you said, we got off to a quick start and just have to play consistently all 4 quarters, and we unfortunately didn't do that. But it's a learning process, and we're going to learn from it. And losing's horrible. But I know that we're going to turn it around. This team's sticking together, and I know that we got the talent to turn it around.
Do you feel like the bye week? I mean, obviously you guys didn't know the bye week was going to happen this week, but do you feel like it comes at the right time to kind of try and get guys back, get this stuff out of the way, the 4 bad losses out of the way, and just and move forward the rest of the way?
Yeah, we'd love to be playing next week to get back out on the field. But I think the bye week does come at a good time and get some of those guys up front some rest and get their bodies back. And I'm going to be watching film, getting ready for our next opponent.
Cam.
Hey, Justin, this might ring a little hollow, but congratulations on 4 touchdown passes on Monday Night Football, first rookie to do so. I'd like to ask you about your communication with Mike Williams. Was on the play you hit him on the sideline, did you guys have pre-snap communication to make that play, or was that a play that was called?
That was a design play. And anytime you see Mike Williams on the sideline, one-on-one coverage, I know I'm going to go to him because he's one of the best in the game, and got complete faith in him. And anytime I put the ball up in the air, I know he's going to go up and make a play on it.
Justin, are you feeling comfortable enough now that you've been a starter for 4 games to be the vocal leader on the team? And then what's your communication to kind of get over this hump? You guys are so close, but it just seems like obviously you haven't got over that hurdle. What's your communication to your team to get over that hurdle, get some W's in the column?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's going to take more than what we're doing right now. It's going to take 30 minutes more of stretching, watching film, weightlifting, little bits that add up in the long run. And I know we're really close. And I know that if we keep working hard and doing the right things, good things will happen. And I love the way this team battles. And I know we're going to stick together. And losing's tough. It always is. But we're going to learn from it. And I know that we're going to stick together through this.
Thanks, Justin.
Nick Hamilton.
Hey, Justin. Obviously, you had a big night, but didn't get the win. But when you get the compliments from guys like Sean Payton and Drew Brees that tell you how much they admire you, how much they respect you, and they look at your game, what does that mean for you to get the respect outside of your locker room like that?
It's a huge compliment. Those are 2 people that I look up to a lot, and to hear that from them means a lot. But I'd love to get the win. And unfortunately, it didn't happen today. And I know that, kind of like I said earlier, we're going to stick through this and we're going to keep getting better.
Are there some things that you can take away from a positive standpoint from this loss that you did well that you can kind of continue to work on and elevate and build on?
Yeah, there's always things that we can take from this. And I think Mike Williams and Jalen Guyton and Keenan and Hunter, they made some big plays down the stretch, and the way Justin Jackson runs the ball has been really promising. And I know that the defense, they stood tough, and we didn't get it at the end, but I know that we've got the right pieces, and it's time to just execute.
Thanks, Justin.
Hopper.
Hey, Justin. Anthony says all the time that winning in this league is really hard, and obviously that's a little bit cliche, but just based on these first 4 games, have you sort of been forced to learn that lesson, in a pretty, monumental way here early in your career?
Yeah, each of the past 4 have been decided by possession or less, and that's just what the NFL is, and that's what I've been told, and I found that out really quickly over these past 4 weeks, and so it's just something to learn, and we got to finish the closeout games, learn how to do that, and it just comes down to execution at the end.
Sam Farmer.
Justin, second week in a row, you guys are playing a Hall of Fame quarterback. You take a 17-point lead. You have a pick six or close to it tonight, and then they start coming back at the end of the second quarter. Did it feel weirdly reminiscent of last week? Obviously, the games didn't go quite the same way, but did you see any parallels?
We got to learn how to close out games. It's the second week in a row where we had a lead and we let it go, and just have to learn to close out games. And when we're up, we need to keep rolling, and we need to play consistently all four quarters. And we haven't been able to do that these past 2 weeks.
It looked like you and Drew had a moment, a little bit more time than you had with Tom Brady last week. Did you talk about anything? Did he give you any advice or words of encouragement? Looks like you guys maybe posed for a picture.
Yeah, he just told me to keep working hard and hustling, and I told him I was a big fan, and it was an honor to play against him, and just told him good luck for the rest of the season.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Joe Reedy.
Justin, you lost Keenan there in the second quarter. Just how long did it kind of take you to adjust to not having him out there?
Yeah, Keenan is an excellent player. He's one of a kind, and anytime you lose a guy like that, it's going to be tough on your offense. But I love the way some of the other guys stepped up. Mike Williams stepped up big today. Hunter and Jalen Guyton. A lot of those guys stepped up big, and really proud of the way they fought.
How much, too, just during these 4 weeks, you kind of had to, with injuries and stuff, change up on the fly. I mean, you're without your entire right side of the offensive line, no Eckler, no Allen. It seems like in 3 of these 4 games, there's been key injuries to where you've had to adjust.
Yeah, unfortunately, injuries are a part of the game, and we have to be prepared for that. And I love the way that the guys have stepped up, kind of like I said earlier. They stepped up big time these past couple of weeks, and yeah, we haven't got the wins, but I've loved the way that they've stepped up. Film preparation, out on the practice field, they're doing the right things, and whoever's at running back or right tackle, right guard, or receiver, I know that they're going to give us their all.
Any similarities to your start at Oregon and this one? Your first 4 games as a freshman and then your first 4 starts here?
Yeah, definitely a lot of similarities. But I think this team is very, very close. And if we keep working hard, doing the right things, I know it's going to come, and I know it's going to turn around.
Okay, thanks.
AJ.
Hey, Justin. So I know you personally prepared as if you were the quarterback this entire time, as if you were the guy. But how have you been able to get the guys in the locker room to buy in? And you keep saying that we're so close and we are going to stick together. How have you been able to bring this team together when you getting the starting job was so sudden?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's keeping everyone involved. And, after a tough loss like that, going around, patting people on the back and just saying, like, there's nothing we can do to change that game. We had to keep moving forward. And the next practice, the next opportunity to go out on the field, we have to take advantage of it. It's not going to change by itself. We're going to have to change it. And we as a team in that locker room are going to have to change it. And it's only us. And so sticking together, not pointing fingers. And anytime we're out on the field, film room, take advantage of every opportunity that we get.
And I know leadership is something you really worked on, especially in your final years at Oregon. Where are you drawing the leadership style from that you've kind of created as your own?
Yeah, I'm being myself. I'm being genuine and step up when you need to. And when you're in the huddle, stay positive. Like, let's go get this one. We're going to drive down here, and cheering on the defense and just being around all the guys and cheering them on and doing anything I can, saying anything I can to keep everyone involved.
Rashawn.
Hey, Justin. Obviously, you're not on the field at the same time as these guys, but your first 4 starts. You got Mahomes, Breeze, and Brady on the other side. What have you learned from this experience?
They've done an exceptional job of closing games out, and they had the ball late in the game, and all 3 of them went down and made big plays for their team. And that's something that we haven't been able to do on our side of the ball. And so being able to watch them do that, it's a definite learning moment.
Thank you.
Okay, last 2. Fernando. Fernando. All right, moving on. Dennis Freeman.
Justin, we talk about finishing games. How important is it for you guys to get the running game on track in order to do that?
It's huge. Our offense starts with the guys up front, and I thought they battled really well today. And Josh and JJ, they run the ball so hard, and anytime you give them the ball, something special is going to happen. And it takes all of us. It takes the run game, pass game, to finish out games like that. And unfortunately, we didn't get it today.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Justin.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys, that'll do it for us today. We'll be sending out something to